Alrighty, let's talk about February. I'm going to be using 3 decks. The first is this Oracle of the Radiant Sun astrology deck. I'm also going to use the Synchronicity Oracle. And this is my first time using it. I haven't even gone through it. As well as this like super unassuming Delos Tarot deck. Let's have 3 piles, and I'm going to try to make them quick. So for each pile or group, I'm going to have 2 columns, who you've been up until now and who you're being called to be this February. So group number 1 might identify with... Okay, let's see. Jupiter in Sagittarius with Principle. Group number 2 might identify with having been up until this point Mars in Cancer with Quarrel. And group number 3 might identify with having been up until this point Mars in Aries, Impulsiveness. Wow, this is all very fiery. All groups have strong fire energy. Okay, so again, group number 1 is Jupiter in Sagittarius with Principle. Group number 2 is Mars in Cancer. A little bit of water here with Quarrel. And group number 3 is Mars in Aries with Impulsiveness. Okay, so we'll begin with group number 1. Okay, so group number 1, you chose Jupiter in Sagittarius with Principle. So let's elaborate a little bit on what that means. Up until now, you've been in this energy. What can you tell us about this? Can you elaborate on Principle? We've got Venus in Aquarius with Detachment. As well as the Sun in Pisces with Vision. And Mercury in Aquarius with Originality. Okay. Who have they been? Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius, Jupiter, the Sun, Venus, Mercury. Oh, that's a hard deck to shuffle. Okay. So up until this point, as we wind down to the end of January, it seems that who you have been is somebody who's been sticking to your principles. You have detached yourself perhaps from romantic relationships or just relationships in general. You've been pretty detached perhaps from your communities and or the pursuit of love. You've been focusing on your originality. You have a vision and you've been working hard and going for it. You've been working really hard on just standing your own ground and being independent, but not overly assertive at all, it seems. Following your principles. Maintaining balanced relationships, nothing extreme. It's almost like you've unlocked a great mystery to life, or a great mystery that was within you that sparked a vision. You were able to see something in yourself that allowed you to see something deep in the future, and you've been working on it, working toward it. But with, practicing the law of detachment. You're not focusing too hard on the gain or what it is you are able to get from it, at least not immediately. You're not so triggered by what it is you are not seeing unfold. You have faith and you're happy where you are, and that's how you've been. It's been very calm, it seems, or at least if reality hasn't been, you've been very calm. But the sun has been shining on you and you feel it. And this is who you've been up until this point. Beautiful. Okay. So, moving forward here in February specifically, this month is all about what? You are being called to do or to be what now? Saturn in Scorpio. Damn. With inheritance. Can you elaborate? Inheritance. Wow. Mercury in Libra with influence. Anything else? Okay. Saturn in Scorpio, inheritance. Mercury in Libra with influence. These two I words. I think, therefore I am. It's all in the palm of your hand now. You've gained a lot of influence by the time February comes around, or you are expected to, and you should expect that. The wheel is turning in your favor. You have been crowned somehow, and you have all of these followers here. So the first warning is you will inherit a great group of followers. You will have a strong influence with whatever it is that you've been working on. It's going to attract like the masses. And you're going to inherit something on top of that. What you've been working on is that something that you will be earning. I think it's a great influence. You're earning a lot of like viewers, or the masses are coming toward you and they believe in your influence. So influence responsibly is the first message. But other than that, because that's something you earn, but there's also an inheritance coming your way. That's what I think this crown is. I think that you had a vision and you've been working on it, and it's gaining a lot of influence in February, and you should know that. But other than that, I think that there's some kind of a spontaneous inheritance that you're getting, whether that's a lot of money or a home, like a property. You should expect to inherit something aside from what it is that you have worked for and earned. Both of those things are hitting you in February. That vision that we saw there, mirrored by the sun at the center, it's no longer something outside of you. It's in the palm of your hand now. And look at that pentacle right next to it. Ooh. So this is a message that's not even giving you advice as to who you should be or what you should do in February. This is like a message that's here to tell you that what you've been and what you've been doing so far, keep doing it. The only warning or caution is beware of the influence that you have and influence responsibly. February is going to be a great month for you because a lot of the things you worked on, you earned, and you're getting it, and you're going to see it in the form of influence. But furthermore, you are inheriting something. There is some kind of a surprise, whether that is money or property or something that's really going to help you do this all the more or make more of your dreams come true. Like, this vision is in the palm of your hands now. And it's going to look like life is going to be a lot easier for you moving forward. Look at you riding that unicycle, juggling shit, making it look easy. Hell yeah. Great. So that's you, group number 1. Congratulations are in order. We didn't even need to use the tarot. Wonderful. Okay, so now we're going to move on to group number 2. There's a washing machine. I wonder if you can hear it. I hope that it's not a distraction. How to shuffle these bad boys over here. Oh. I was ready. Okay. So, group number 2, you chose Mars in Cancer with Quarrel. Let's see what that means. If you identified with having been in a place of quarrel, what does that mean? Or can we elaborate? So we've got Jupiter and Gemini with bluff. Bluff? Can you hear those sounds? And we've got Mars in Libra with choice. One more? This is pretty deep. Bluff, choice. Fire, fire, fire. Water, air. But where's the earth? And then we've got the Sun in Aquarius with idealism. Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius are here in the forms of bluff, choice, and idealism. So, up until this point, it looks like you have been in a quarrel. It's almost like you were given a choice between two things, but even that was a bluff, like there was an illusion or a veil pulled over your eyes on purpose. And it created a quarrel between you and yourself, trying to figure out almost like the answer to this riddle. Trying to do what you can on your end to create the most ideal outcome. For no reason, it seems it's being revealed that the choice that was given to you was a bluff, that it didn't matter what you chose, the answer was already chosen for you and you were misled. Whatever this is. What am I talking about? Hold up. Tarot time, because this is interesting. Quarrel? Yeah, the Magician and the Two of Pentacles. Somebody gave you a choice and made it seem like something was your choice, so you spent a lot of time trying to figure out like an answer or a decision, trying to find the most ideal way to go through this, but it's created a great problem because the fact of the matter is it's been revealed, or it will be revealed to you, that was a bluff. Somebody was in like a trickster energy. Somebody was trying to knock you off. Who the fuck is this? Three of Wands again with this Mars Aries. Somebody told you something to encourage you to continue working hard somehow. because ultimately it would hold you back from putting your energy into something that would actually come into fruition for you. They knew this. Somebody told you a lie to get you to work on something for them or yourself somehow, as a means to distract you from your actual path. Either this has already been revealed to you, or it will be soon, but this wasn't just one person, this was a collaboration. If you identify. If this doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. This should be something that, like, if it gives you peace because it resonates, then that's for you. But if it freaks you out and makes you question your reality, like, what the fuck, then it's not for you. Just know that. It should bring you comfort and satisfaction hearing this truth. That's how you'll know it's for you. And if it doesn't, that's how you know then it's not. This is for somebody else. Can you elaborate on this? Group number 2, how strong are you? You've been dealing with some kind of bullshit, eh? There's 3 of them. What do they have in common? I see these 2 aliens. What else do they have in common? I see this dream catcher. And I see this allusion to spirituality. Hold on, too many noises here. Okay, so it looks to me like some kind of a devil energy playing the fiddle was trying to sabotage you on your path and take you toward like a whole other planet other than the one that you're destined to be on. They can see your path, where you're from, where you're going, and they didn't like that. They were summoning some kind of demons. Not literally, maybe literally, but I don't, just trying to get your own inner demons to come out so that you can create some kind of a nuclear war within your own self, trying to figure out some kind of a riddle or option or path that was never even available to you to begin with. This was something that was very in keeping with one of your great dreams. What's funny is that in doing this, they had you unlock your own potential and a whole bunch of extra skills because of it. Because that's how that shit goes. When you try to sabotage somebody with bad intentions, what you're doing is you're unlocking like so many of their hidden strengths, and that's what happened with you. You should know this. Good. They didn't succeed. So what's going on in February that you need to know, or what is it that you're being called to do in February? Okay, so we've got Saturn in Gemini, as opposed to bluff. Now we have concentration. And then we've got Mars in Gemini with decision. Generosity. Charity. Okay, so in February, concentrate carefully on your own decisions that you made for yourself that are in keeping with your path. Never mind any decisions that were placed on you. Never mind any ultimatums that were put on you. Never mind anything that was hanging in the air. If somebody said, we'll come back to check on you and whatever, fuck everything that everybody else put on you that was like a decision that you were going to make because that was influenced by somebody else. Let go of it. Remember your path, your goals, and stick to that. Concentrate on those decisions for yourself. You're going to find that you have so many more skills now because of what you've been through. It worked in your favor. Don't worry about that. Okay, so love. Look at this love. One in the past and one in your future. You're leaving something behind that you loved or that you thought you loved because something is coming into view that you love all the more, or something within you is coming to the surface to remind you of what it is you really love. That's what you're going for, and that's what you're being called to go for. Make a decision. You are the king of this chess game. You decide all the moves. You are completely protected by your own court, as in all the elements of your reality. Focus on your own spirituality, on your own strength, and move forward. Know that nobody made a fool out of you. They made a fool out of themselves, and that truth will be revealed not just for you, but for everybody to see. But you have a dream and you're going for it, and they tried to thwart you. So in the month of February, just know that, well, first of all, it starts with love. It's got the Ace of Cups there, and then these lovers, right? And then the splitting white light over here. I don't know if Pink Floyd means anything to you. But there is peace. There is love. There's a whole new vision you're following, and there is a pinnacle, and there is a new deal. Anybody who tried to get in the way, use any kind of black magic or something, and by black magic I even just mean negative thoughts or a way of manipulating your reality. They don't have to do witchcraft and this shit. Black magic exists when the way people hold an image of you and project it onto you, even, they will be axed, cut out of your life. You don't have to do shit about it. Just keep concentrating on your own path, your own decisions. Make the decisions in accordance with what you love, with your hope, your vision. And it might be something that you have to pull up from like the recesses of your mind. These spider webs over here, if you can see that. Don't let yourself be influenced by anything outside of you. Not this time. This is your month. You're safe and you're protected. Whoever, whatever that was, is a part of January and before. Starting February, you are on a new course, and you're going to prosper for that. You're going to prosper in love and in money, and it's not going to take a whole lot of time. It's going to go by pretty quickly the second you choose to commit to it. So that's something to be aware of and to know and to assume the role of come February. Who is trying to fuck with my pile too? I'll get them. Just kidding. We don't need to do shit. Spirit has your back. Whether that is spirit or human beings around you, you are protected and covered. Don't worry. Okay. So now we're going to move on to group 3. Shuffle this up a little bit. Shuffle these bad boys again. They're so painful though, that's the only problem. I wish they weren't like such sharp hexagonal points, you know? I feel like I can like cut myself shuffling these. Okay, so group 3, you chose Mars in Aries, its appropriate placement there, with impulsiveness. Let's see what that means. You identify with this or having been this up until this point, perhaps. So, can we elaborate or clarify? What do we mean by impulsiveness? Another Mars, so much Mars in all of the piles today. So, Mars in Capricorn with authority. As well as Saturn in Pisces with loss. The Moon in Pisces with empathy. Tarot time. Mars in Aries, impulsiveness. 2 of Wands, Aries. making decisions very quickly, pretty hasty, perhaps, or making a decision and waiting for that result of the outcome to come very quickly. This might have been your energy for a while. I can identify with that. Okay, so Mars in Capricorn with authority is giving us the Six of Cups. Three of Pentacles, Capricorn. As well as the Knight of Cups, Cancer. Ten of Pentacles, Virgo. Okay. So that's all for authority. And what I'm going to choose for that one is the Six of Cups and the Three of Pentacles is most appropriate to me. Okay. And then Saturn and... okay, let me get into this. So Saturn and Pisces with loss, we've got the Devil. We've got the Magician. We've got the slippery fish called the High Priestess. This is heavy. Heavy. What's going on here? So the energy that you have been assuming or have been exposed to or have been kind of living in is either you have an authority figure over your life who puts a lot of pressure on you and makes it so that you have to make decisions very quickly. But in doing so, it's creating a loss. You're losing your energy in the situation. Your manifestations are not coming into what it is that you see in your mind and hope that they will be. Like there's such like an element of a time crunch that's been put on you, either from some authority figure above you that keeps like patronizing you and putting pressure on you, or this is the pressure that you've been putting on yourself. But there's such a level of authority over all of your decisions, or that's how it's been, so that the work that you are completing is only like, it's not getting you anywhere because you haven't been able to commit with your heart to the things that you have been doing. It's just been like zip, zam, boom. So it's creating more of a sense of loss than of gain. First and foremost because you're losing a lot of energy and you're losing a lot of time despite the fact that you're working faster than usual. Time doesn't work that way. Time doesn't work in numbers. Time works in energy. So this is what you've been experiencing. Either you have been putting pressure on yourself to move very quickly, and that's why the things that you have been creating have not been lasting, because they haven't been built with love and care, so they're not durable in the end, and you see that. Or this is happening because you have a boss or an authority figure over your life that keeps putting this pressure on you, and they're draining your energy and the quality of your outcomes. So just like one. I said just one. I'm going to take those two. See, this is what I feel like the energy is that you've been in. Like, you're trying to focus on one thing at a time, but then there's like this burst of energy, whether from within you or outside of you, that's like, faster, go. So you're like fumbling with stuff that is otherwise really important to you that you would like to take your time doing. Okay, so these are the cards that we've had here. What's with that Krusty the Clown? What's he doing there? This quill, this spiderweb, this arrow. I think this is the card that came up for group number 1. Maybe you came from group number 1. But somebody has had some control over you, whether that is your own self or somebody outside of you. And it's blocking your own vision. It's taking shit out of your hands so that you're not even in charge of your own creations or the things that you're manifesting. And it's been like this for a while, on loop, on loop. Feels like there's no end to this story. Perhaps you are a writer or a poet of some sort, and so you have to like adhere to deadlines that are just like not fair and not conducive to creating quality work from you. But this is like a deal. Perhaps it's like a business deal, or you're working with somebody else. Otherwise, you need to come into greater union and make a deal with yourself to commit in a way that is like patient and loving with the things you're creating. But sometimes you do feel kind of like this clown, like you're juggling a whole bunch of things and you're like, what the fuck is the point of this? Is there a point to this? I'm just like running around laps around this field, but what is it getting me? Like I'm shooting that arrow straight forward, but it keeps boomeranging right back to me, is how you've been feeling. Okay. So, what's going on in February? What can you expect in February? Or what are you being called to do or assume in February? Okay. Venus in Scorpio with secrets. Just like that high priestess over there. As well as Venus in Aquarius with detachment. And Mars in Libra with choice. This is very similar to group 1. I wonder if you came from group 1, or if this is describing who you've been dealing with from group 1. Like if you identified with group 1, then this spread might be like elaborating on your situation, or this might be describing the person that we talked about in group 1, who put a choice or something that was lined with secrets, and it was just like a no, what's it called? Like it was like a catch-22 in the first place. So I think, hold on. Okay. So similar to what we just saw over there. That chess, that king in chess, that crown over there, again alluding to the same thing, and then following your own path. Somebody getting the axe in your environment that's been forcing you to shoot arrows here, there, and all over the place that keep coming back to hit you. And they did it that way. Like these are people who bent your arrows into boomerangs and then told you to shoot for the moon, knowing it would come back and hit you. So what you're being called to do, well, first of all, okay. What you can expect in February is that there are secrets coming to the surface about this decision that's going to allow you to detach from all of this and find some peace within yourself. That's what's coming to the surface in February, is a certain awareness that sets you free. That's one. Another thing is that you're being asked to assume your own secretive energy now moving forward. Don't talk about your goals, your decisions, your vision, your plan, your choices with anybody unless you trust them and have known them for so long. But even then, like, keep this secret to yourself. This is your path, this is your life, this is your journey. So secrets are going to come up, and you're going to realize that there's an authority figure over your life that's putting a lot of pressure, but they can't even be trusted. It's not even that they're sabotaging all the work that you're doing almost purposefully, but it's also that they're keeping secrets. And that's going to come forward in February. You're going to see that. And so therefore in February, you're going to be called to keep your own secrets about what it is that you're doing, the choices that you are making. Go ahead and detach from anybody who's not in line with it, or anybody who is just like wearing a crown in your own life, in your own stories, like taking the crown off your head and putting it on theirs. Don't let that. Assume the energy of somebody who's wearing the crown and making decisions, and don't even let anybody know about it. What is this about? Where are we going? What's your plan? The traffic over there. The Two of Pentacles. A decision needs to be made. A practical decision needs to be made. The Sun. And then those two heads of those two characters look like two pentacles. And then Judgment. And then the Knight of Pentacles. So, you've been forced to juggle a shit that's not going to get you anywhere, and you're awakening to that. Lies are coming to the surface. The Sun, clarity, it's going to bring you a lot of peace. And there's like happiness coming your way, again with that crown. And a lot of clarity again. Clarity again. But you're going to see the path unfold for you, or you're just going to move forward on the path that you always envisioned for yourself, no problem. And you're going to have all the support. Look at this call of the angels, like letting you know that you're safe to move forward. Justice is on your side. Judgment rules in your favor. Judge rules, somebody fucked with you. Judge rules, they're going to get it. You're free. You should know this moving forward in February. And it looks like it might be a career or even a choice in love because of all of this Venus. I think it's just about whether that's a person, a career, or whatever it is, choosing what you love, what speaks to your heart. Don't doubt it, don't forget it, and don't let anybody knock you off that shit. But you can expect to see that authority figure fall. There is a tower that's crumbling there for that person. Show me this authority. What the heck? The Ace of Pentacles offered you something. Offered you this pseudo new beginning. That wasn't going anywhere. This person's gonna have to go through their own kind of like tower moment. It'll be good for them because they obviously need like some kind of a spiritual awakening, calibration, like adjustment. That's what's coming to them. And they're gonna have to start a new beginning because they fooled themselves. They didn't fool anybody. They fooled themselves, whoever that is. Throat chakra has been blocked for that person, whoever it was. Throat chakra. They've been lying and misusing their words. They're gonna get it. And we don't want bad things to happen to people, but we do want to see an adjustment in character when the character is behaving so low. That's something you will or will not witness. By then you'll probably be off on the next, on to the next, on to the next one. Okay, so I hope that that's useful, and I think that'll do. Thank you.